Get ready to match the stars. John Paul Young. Nolene Brown. Ugly Dave Gray. Carol Ray. Stuart Wagstone. Peggy Tufano. As we play Graham Kennedy's Blankety Blanks, and in tonight's show, you'll hear about the Irish practical joker who let the air out of his own tires. And now, here he is, Graham Kennedy.
Yes, welcome to Blankety Blanks. As you know, that's enough with the music, thanks. As you know, our group of celebrities here today are so famous, truthfully, I'm the only one here I've never heard of. John is here. Carol has a 15-year-old daughter.
Yes, I do.
Who is a John Paul Young fan.
Oh, yeah. How did you know?
Because you told me. Darling, this is the rehearsed bit.
Oh, right. I have a 15-year-old daughter, and this is absolutely true, I do.
And she's a fan.
Oh, a great fan.
What's the daughter's name?
Harriet.
Harriet?
Yes.
Why don't you, for Harriet, go up and get a kiss from John Paul Young?
Can I do
and
that?
take it home?
Oh, yes, and for all the other little girls in Mossman.
Oh.
Winwood Scott. Oh, yes, John Paul. Oh, that's...
My turn. And we have Stuart Wagstaff, the lovely Peggy Tupano.
Oh, thank you, Graham.
Who is one of the great violinists of our time.
Thank you,
You
Graham.
play lots of instruments, Peggy, don't you?
Yes, I do, Graham.
But violin particularly.
I like violin best, yes.
And up here is Nolene. Nolene, darling.
I play.
Wash your hands, Jeffrey.
But you, Gloria.
Oh, now, really? No, I mean fair sucker the sad. And we have Dave Gray. Welcome, Dave, to Blankety Blanks.
Thank you, Graham. I've worked, Peggy and I have worked
seen
together
Peggy's act?
many times, and I think she's adorable because she always laughs at my act. And that's only fair because I always laugh every time she plays the violin.
Shut up, Dave. And now let's meet our two contestants, Melina Miller and Robert Barker. And we're into round two, because when we left you last night, we had completed round one. Robert, A or B?
I'll stick with A, thank you, Graham.
A. Let's see if everybody plays. Everybody plays.
Good. What? Come on.
The Frankenstein monster said to his fiancée, "If you were the only girl in the world, and I were the only boy, I think I would blank you." I'll read it again, without the acting.
Sounds like Charles Boyer.
The Frankenstein monster said to his fiancée, "If you were the only girl in the world and I were the only boy, I think I would blank you." Thank you and blank you. The audience went home, I know. Everyone's writing. Any funny ideas? No. Yes, that's all right.
He keeps asking me how to spell things.
It's such a long word.
Everyone's in. John, push it right in, if you'll pardon the expression. Right. Edit. Robert, the Frankenstein monster said to his fiancée, "If you were the only girl in the world and I were the only boy, I think I would blank you."
Doesn't see much point in it, but I'll say marry.
Marry, that's all right. Nothing wrong with marry. John, I can tell by the expression on your face that you haven't written down marry.
No, I haven't.
What have you got?
I've got no idea why, but...
Sell. Sell. Oh. You were the only girl in the world and I were the only boy. I think I would sell you.
There'd be nobody to buy it.
Oh, well, there'd be no one to buy them.
Well, he could.
Oh, but there'd be no one to sell it to.
Oh,
Oh, John, it's getting
That's
very
me
pedantic,
too.
isn't it? Noeline, the Frankenstein monster said to his fiancée, if you're the only girl in the world and I were the only boy, I think I would...
Well, I had to write it twice because it didn't look really clear the first time. I think I would fuse you.
Fuse you.
Yourself. He was electrical, you know?
Oh, of course.
Bits and pieces of all that.
Oh, that Frankenstein monster, yes. Oh, I understand. Dave?
I couldn't get it all on. Electrify, I put.
Electrify.
Yeah.
Electrify. Carol?
Well, you
You got any
see.
Marys there?
No, I haven't got a Mary, but I have got an electrocute.
Electrocute. That's
You
a
see?
cute answer.
A cute. I couldn't get it all on.
Stuart?
Well, because they're mechanical, he couldn't undress her, so he unscrewed her.
Right.
Ooh, it's so
Edit. You know this show will come out.
Oh,
Peggy, the Frankenstein, I'm not going to...
no, Mary, no. I thought he might eat her.
Eat? No.
Nothing like
Oh, well. Now, Melina, you've won how much already?
500?
$500, which you keep forever. You could go on today and win another $1,000, but then so could Robert. One to win. Who needs one to win? Tony the moustache twirler is pointing at me. Melina only needs one to win. Wow. Shivers. Oh, Cyril said to the psychiatrist.
Acting.
Cyril said to the psychiatrist. Cyril always starts off that way. Dr. Hastings. Cyril said to the psychiatrist, Dr. Hastings, I don't think you should blank while I'm telling you my problems. What Cyril said. Rhymes with, looks like. Cyril said to the psychiatrist, Dr. Hastings, I don't think you should blank while I'm telling you my problems. That's what Cyril said. Come on, Carol. When bells go off, when you hear those bells, it means answers are being locked in. And everyone's in. Melina needs one to win. Cyril said to the psychiatrist, Dr. Hastings, I don't think you should blank while I'm telling you my problems.
Sleep?
Sleep. Sleep. That's good. Dr. Hastings, I don't think you should what while I'm telling you my problems?
I thought it would have been lunchtime, so I put...
Eat. Nothing wrong with that. It's not a match, though. Noeline, what did Cyril say?
I thought he was going to say read the card. Well, I think... Oh, he's just nodding off.
Nod
Sleep,
off.
it's a match.
No,
Sleep, she said. Didn't she? Oh,
Sleep.
poo.
Oh,
That's the
Tony the
same.
moustache
Oh.
twirler. Nod off.
Oh.
Nod off, everyone.
When I nod off, I sleep.
Oh, nod off and
It's the
sleep.
same thing.
Oh, I don't like that decision. Dave, Cyril said to the psychiatrist, Dr. Hastings, I don't think you should blank while I'm telling you my problems.
And I can't help poor Melina either. I said read.
Read. Read. Carol, could you help a situation here? What did Cyril say?
Well, I don't know Cyril, and I've never been to that sort of a doctor, but I said he shouldn't,
Look.
which doesn't help Melina.
No, it doesn't. Perhaps Stuart will help Melina.
I can only judge by the performance you gave of Cyril, and so I said laugh.
Laugh?
Yes.
Doesn't.
Peggy, it all depends on you.
Well, I know Cyril, and he has so many problems, and he does become very boring at times. And I felt the doctor...
Sleep is a win! Melina's won the game! Robert, thank you for playing Blankety Blanks. You go home with the most beautiful prize from the Toshiba people. Happy New Year. Melina already with $500. Will she win 15 within the next 5 minutes? We'll find out when we come back to Graham Kennedy's Blankety Blanks. Melina is 23. She's married. She has one daughter.
Yes.
And there's another one on the way.
Yes.
And she has $500 and you'd love another 1,000.
Oh, of course, why not?
Melina, we recently surveyed a group of Poles and discovered that they all spoke Czechoslovakian, which was very confusing. No, what we did, we polled a recent studio audience and we discovered their most frequent response to this. Open blank. Open blank. Now, if you match their most popular answer, you receive $100. Second most popular answer, $50 if you match it. Third, $25. You are permitted to chat with any 3 of our 6 famous people and ask them for some advice on open blank.
Stuart?
Stuart.
Open sesame.
Open sesame is a superb answer. Carol.
Open door.
Open door is not as good as sesame, but open door.
Peggy.
And Peggy.
Open house.
Open house. So, suggestions from our celebrities are open house, open sesame, open door. Now, you might have a better idea, all of your own. You reject those answers if you have.
No, I won't.
You going with one of them?
Yes. Open sesame?
Open sesame. Has she done the right thing? Yes. We'll find out. And as usual, we'll start at the bottom. First of all, we'll check to see whether Peter the Phantom Puller is in his little house. Give the secret knock, Peter, if you're there. Thank you, Peter. No ad-libbing. No, you see, that's just in case there are any spies here from Celebrity Game. We'll start at the bottom as usual, and we're looking for open sesame, aren't we? Yes. Let's reveal the $25 response. Pull it, Peter. Open house. Open house. Peter, if you're ready to pull, pull 50. Open sesame's there. Well now, that means you've got another $50. Let's find out what was under the $100 response. Thanks, Peter. Open the door. None of us would have come up with that, I don't think. Melina, you've won $50. Now you play for 10 times that amount. That's another $500. But you must match one of our celebrities precisely, like you did last time. Now, who did you match with last time?
Carol.
Carol. You're going to choose Carol again? You think there's some telepathy there?
Oh, yes, why not?
Well,
I'll stick with her.
You can have any of them.
Yes, choose
Yes, no.
anybody you like.
Okay,
Oh, she's gone off you, Carol.
Yes, well, I think the responsibility would be too much for me
Yes.
twice.
Well, a bit of-
Nolene.
Nolly. All right. Just face me there. I'll get our super match question. Swimming blank. Swimming blank. And Nolene has locked in. That means she's written her answer. Now look at her up. This is for $500, Nolene. We just hope that you thought what Melina was thinking.
I hope so too.
Yes, so do I.
Swimming
Pool?
Swimming pool. Oh, it looks like we have trouble.
Oh, dear.
Well, Nolene, let's get it over and done with.
Well, Dave told me I should have put swimming trunks, and
Yeah.
I thought I should have put swimming pool.
You've got $1,000 and you're still the champion. Thank you, Nolene. Well, you've got $1,000. You're still in the game. You're still our champion. Will you come back and play blankety blanks with us?
I'm still alive.
We'll be back in a moment after these messages from your local station. Welcome our new challenger, Lindsay Peck. Lindsay, as is customary in this show, we ask our new challenger to give us his story. What's the Lindsay Peck story?
Well, I'm 22, single, I enjoy fishing and golf, and I'm a printer.
A printer? With whom?
Sydney University.
Oh, so you get to print their newspaper and all their documents and...
Yes, yeah.
I'm glad of
Examination papers.
Oh, right. Well, Lindsay, because it's round one, You have first choice, A or B?
B, thanks.
B. Everybody plays, and in game round one, every match is worth a point.
What show are we on?
You said that beautifully.
Carol Ray said to Dave Gray, "You should get a stronger pair of glasses, dear. That's not my ear you're whispering into, it's my blank." It's Carol Ray.
Charming.
Carol Ray said to Dave Gray, "Oh, you should get a stronger pair of glasses. That's not my ear you're whispering into, it's my blank."
That's a true quote.
That was a terrible impersonation of you, Carol. I do apologise. I should have made it James Mason.
Oh, no, that won't do either.
Carol.
Well, I was confused by you doing that beautiful impersonation.
Lindsay, Carol Ray said to Dave Gray, "You should get a stronger pair of glasses. That's not my ear you're whispering into, it's my..."
Nose?
Nose is a good answer. I don't think you've lived until someone's whispered up your nose, Mr.
And they do if you part your hair sideways.
That's right.
They whisper in your nose.
That's right. I've got 3 gags and I can't do any of them. John, Carol Ray said to Dave Gray, "You should get a stronger pair of glasses. That's not my ear you're whispering in, it's my..."
Nearby, I put hair.
Hair. Whispering into the hair. Noelene, do we have a nose from you?
Well, looking at Carol's nose, there's no way you could whisper in that nose. There's only a whisper of a nose anyway.
That's right.
So, knowing Carol always comes on the set with a handbag, I said whisper in her purse.
Whisper in your purse.
Yes. Well,
Excuse me, may I whisper in your purse? It's vaguely obscene, isn't it? Just in case it is. Dave, I'm not going to read it again.
Well, being as how I was the one that did the whispering, you see...
you would know more about it.
Lindsay knew exactly...
Our match. It's a match, Lindsay. What did you say to Dave Gray that made him whisper, and where did he whisper?
I'm very distressed at this point of time because I actually wrote nose and then changed it to
mouth.
So nose is in there. Can I have that back?
Sorry, my love, no.
I'm sorry.
Once you throw away your nose, you've cut away your nose. Stuart, a nose?
I won't even tell you what I threw away.
I saw it.
No, well, what happened, Dave's glasses were very, very bad for him, and Carol was wearing those terribly high shoes.
Oh, I see.
And so he whispered in her neck.
Navel.
Navel.
How about that? Oh, I like today's program. There's all this whispering going on in little crevices in the body. Nearly said orifices. Peggy Tapano, the violinist.
Yes.
Carol Ray said to Dave Gray, "You should get a stronger pair of glasses. That's not my ear you're whispering in, it's my blank."
No.
Nose is a match. Round 1 continues. Melina, for the 60th wedding anniversary, old George and Joyce Wilson said...
Here we go.
See, they've been married for 60 years, so they've got to be, what, 80? They said...
Yeah.
So this is me working up an old. It takes longer as you get older. Get out of this. For their 60th wedding anniversary, old George and Joyce Wilson said, "Give us something useful." So their family gave them his and her blanks.
Oh.
His and her blanks, Carol. For their 60th wedding anniversary, old George and Joyce Wilson said, "Give us something useful." So their family gave them his and her blanks.
I think I've got something.
Everyone's looking and writing.
Yeah.
Come on, Peggy, that's a girl. You don't like what you've got,
No.
do you? No, I know. Melina, for their 60th wedding anniversary, old George and Joyce Wilson said, give us something useful. So their family gave them his and her
Electric blankets?
electric blankets. Would be nice for old George and Joyce, because they live in Melbourne and it gets cold in Melbourne. John, I would bet $5 million you haven't got electric blankets written down.
Would you, mate?
What have you
Well,
got?
very old-fashioned.
Towels. His and her towels, of course. Noeline?
Well, I'm very practical. It's his and her pacemakers.
Pacemaker. For the heart, you know, for the heart. Dave, his and her...
Well, being as they were very old, I put wheelchairs.
Wheelchairs is a very sensible answer. Poor Peggy is sweating because she knows she hates what she's got written down. She knows she's going to be asked in a minute. Carol, what do we have?
I was going to put diamonds because that's the diamond wedding, 60 years. But I thought his and her diamonds. They couldn't afford that, so I put...
Towels.
See?
Stuart?
No
I've got a
match.
feeling they may not need, because they've probably run out of requirements, what I put, which is toothbrushes.
Toothbrushes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's get it over with quickly, Peggy. Just
I
flash it up
don't like
for me.
it.
Teeth. Oh, teeth is funny. Oh, teeth is funny. Join us soon for more Blankety Blanks. We've got to sell this stuff all over Australia.
I was going to tell you about Cyril just before you go. About Cyril rode into the western town.
Yeah.
And he walked into the bar and he said to the bartender, excuse me, where's all the men in this town? And the barman said, they're all in the main street watching the sheriff hang a fairy. Cyril said, oh, really?
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. From Blankety.
All prizes are moved by Grace Brothers Removals, the professionals. Interstate artists fly answer and drive Avis your other car. Whilst in Sydney, Graham Kennedy chooses to stay at the Boulevard Hotel, 90 William Street, King's Cross. This is a Reg Grundy production, produced in colour at the studios of Channel 10 Sydney in association with the O10 Network. Don Blake speaking.